religion comes into play with this, and the old folks say, no, don't do that. You know, just like they say, don't have sex before marriage, possibly not even kiss before marriage. Yeah. I'm sorry. I cannot. Let me tell you this. If I marry you, and then on the night of our honeymoon, we have sex and it's horrible, I'm going to go get it annulled.
There you go. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, they tell you to wait, move in with a person before you get married. Wait till you get married before you have sex. It can't happen. You got to know what you're getting yourself into.
I don't want to marry Peter, who's a sweet young man, or, you know, date him, then marry him. Then you become Michael Myers, and you hacking up everybody in the damn neighborhood.
Damn.
I don't want those issues. But, you know,
you also don't want a man that, you know, you sweet Peter, and then he give you 2 strokes and it's over. You know what I'm saying?
Me and Peter gonna fight. You know we gonna square up that night. You know, that's like...
And then I don't want to, you know, get you on the wedding night and pull your panties down and it smell like hot dog water or something. I don't know. I just come up with something. But, you know what I mean? Like, I need to know. Like,
you got to test drive it before you finally say, hey, I'm going to buy it.
Right.
You honestly do. You have to. Because you don't really, like I said, you don't really know who a person is until you live with them or until you have a child by them. You know, I didn't know who my daughter's father truly was until the day I gave birth to her. The day I gave birth to her, me and this man had been in a relationship for almost a year. I found out that day I was the side chick.
Whoa.
He had a girlfriend he had been with for 5 years that I knew nothing about. And on top of that, he had other females. Like, these bras was calling my hospital room congratulating me. And then saying, oh, yeah, by the way, I'm his other girlfriend. What? That's why I say you never know.
I personally don't have any kids, so I don't know how I'm going to react once I have a child. Am I going to change? I don't know. Am I going to become an asshole? Or
it does change you, but depending on the type of person you are, it'll either change you for the better or it'll change you for the worse. That's like if you marry someone. Or when you become in a relationship with someone, the person you are is already in you.
Right.
But depending on the situation, you're either going to be better or worse. So that's like you've been dating this person for, say, 3 years. Then y'all get married, but you don't move in with one another until after the marriage. And you come to find out this person is not a clean person. They leave mess everywhere. They don't take their clothes out of the dryer. They don't take their clothes out of the washing machine. They feel like, you know, they shouldn't have to do anything because, you know, you're there to do it. You have some men who are mama boys. And there's nothing wrong with a mama boy unless it's to the extreme. To the point they feel like you should do everything because their mama did everything for them.
Well, check this out. Ladies, just touch on what she said. If you left the clothes and fellas, you leave the clothes in the dryer, but you've been at work all day and she at home, it wouldn't hurt her to go ahead and get your clothes out the dryer. Considering you've been out there making them coins for the family. Right? Right? Okay.
No.
No. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Because I've been out there making the coins
all
too.
Day.
Maybe I've been at work. Maybe I've been at work all day too.
But you got home before I did.
Okay then, but you knew you put those clothes in the washing machine. Therefore, you knew eventually that washing machine was going to stop. Therefore, you know you need to get your ass in here and take these clothes out the washing machine and put them in the dryer because I got to put Carmen and Doobie's clothes in here.
Fellas, come on with them flowers. She'll get them clothes out for you.
Nope. You bring me some snacks, maybe we can talk about. I don't want no flowers. Bring me some snacks. Bring me some Wingstop, but don't bring me no wings.
She'll accept them flowers, man.
Nope.
She might have rather had a snack, but she'll take those flowers.
Nope. Depending on if they got some Reese's peanut butter cups in the flowers.
She ain't hard as she sound, y'all.
Don't
fall for
it.
I'm
a thug. I shot Tupac. I'm playing.
Oh, man.
Don't let nobody hear that. But no, I'm just saying it's got to be some consideration. That's like, okay, P, you've been dating, let's say, hypothetically speaking, a female for 2 years. And you waited. You respected her. and you waited to have sex with her. Now, you know she's not a virgin.
Mm-hmm.
She's just been celibate. So your honeymoon night, you think, oh, man, this about to be the bum. We done waited this long to have sex. And come to find out, she doesn't give oral. She doesn't like to ride. She don't want you to hit it from the back. She just wants it missionary.
Oh, man, that'll be the shortest marriage of the history of whatever. Hey, so Fearfully Made. You know, you always come in on our stuff. And, you know, whenever we get to talk, especially about relationships. So, Lo, I want you to ask the question.
Mm-hmm.
I want her to, Fearfully Made, I want you to hear this question. Tell me what you think. So I ask the question again.
The one about the female?
About the shacking.
Okay. Oh, shacking.
The actual topic.
Oh, should you shack up with your mate before you get married to know who they really are, or should you wait to after marriage?
So should you shack up with your mate before marriage to see who they are, or should you wait? Good question.
And then when you find out who they truly are, will it make or break the relationship? So, because some people can't put up with some stuff. Ebony on my Instagram live says you should. And what? I agree. You should shack up with them.
Oh, I thought you said
before you get married. No, because you got to find out who you're dealing with. You don't want to find out you married Michael Myers after the wedding. He got you out there in Haddonfield ready to chop up some kids.
She said she thinks you should.
Yeah, that's correct. You should.
Hey, because man, I'm just thinking about what Lo just put out there at me like, man, I could deal, okay, maybe she don't like to give head. Okay, that's cool. All right, whatever. But you don't like it from the back?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
And I'm going to give this person to the ladies, too. To the females that are tuning in, not just the males. You're with this guy. You and him have both decided to wait to be intimate with one another. And once you are intimate with one another after you've gotten married, you find out that your guy doesn't like to give oral. He doesn't like to receive oral. He doesn't like to hit it from the back. He only likes it as missionary. Will that make or break your relationship? I could honestly say it will break our relationship. I will say that. Ebony on my Instagram live says, I found out my boyfriend was the devil himself.
Dang.
See? So she knows what she's got herself into. She's not going to marry him.
So Fearfully Made said too many times people marry on false pretenses.
That is correct.
And you know what? And believe it or not, today, not speaking today, but I'm just meaning in this generation, there are more married people cheating nowadays than ever because they just like, I mean, there's this, you know, wait a minute. Okay. A long time ago, you know, I have dealt with a married woman before, and like the sex is a big deal in a marriage because, like, the man taking care of home, he paying the bills, he keep her flooded with money. She ain't had to worry about nothing, but she still was unhappy because the sex wasn't great. I mean, sex is important in a marriage.
It is.
Like, she's like, he don't have time. He's always tired. He's this and that. So she had to get somebody to handle business for her. But that was like a long time ago, and I was a little younger.
You showed up with your tube belt. Heard your pipes need cleaning, girl. That's how you showed up?
No. I don't know what she's talking about, y'all. But anyway, yeah, there's a lot of married people screwing around because they just not happy. And it's probably because they didn't know who the hell they was dealing with.
And people who aren't even married. Because, I don't know, some people sometimes, whether you're married or whether you're just in a relationship and you've been with that person for a long amount of time, sometimes they just feel obligated to stay in that relationship or they kind of find it hard to walk away. So instead of them walking away, they got like one foot still in the relationship and they got the other foot in someone else's house, doing something else with that person that they wish they could be doing with their spouse. Me, honestly, I've come to realize that at the age that I am now and because of previous relationship, if it's not there, it's not there. I'm not going to waste my time, nor am I going to waste that person's time, you know. And if I feel like there's something that I'm missing and I'm not getting from that person in that relationship and I explain this to them and I still don't get that, then I'm just going to leave. And that's why you have so many people who are in marriages now and, oh my God, that car. And they're still with them Because, okay, for one, people spend thousands of dollars on a freaking wedding. And then a divorce, it's like that money's going down the drain, and you got to pay more money to break up with this person, and then kids might be involved. And so it's like you don't want to tear up the household because you don't want your kids to see that mommy and daddy's not getting along. We got to have two separate households, yada, yada, yada. So some people just don't want a divorce. Okay,
I also want to put this out here too. And a lot of times, you might marry the person that is that freak, or you know that person got a little crazy to them, but it's cool, and you know you done figured all those things out, and you like, well, I'm willing to deal with that. I love this person. I'm gonna marry him anyway. Well, one of the another problems that happens in a marriage also is that the man or the woman, they get too comfortable.
Yeah.
You know, you stop doing those things that you used to do. You know, you're not spontaneous anymore. You don't
text me good morning, even though we live together.
You don't tell her she's beautiful, you know.
Don't text me throughout the day.
Or you walking around with your weave halfway out all the time. You ain't getting cute and sexy for your husband. You know, because we like that. You know what I'm saying?
That's women do too.
Dress up and look, huh?
That's women do too.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, as a man, you know, every now and then you got to get cute for your man. You can't always be in.
That is true.
Yeah.
And I agree with that because a lot of times, like you said, some women, they feel like once they've gotten a man, they ain't got to do nothing else no more. But you got to understand how you got that person is how you keep them.
Right.
If you started off dressing sexy, you put a little stripper pole in the room, you making it clap every Friday around 9 o'clock p.m., he going to expect that all the time. The minute you stop doing that and he's gotten accustomed to it, that's like a baby. Mm-hmm. And you know, babies get accustomed either to the breast, if you breastfeeding, or the pacifier.
Right.
And the minute you try to wean them off of that, they get upset.
Right.
Because that's what they're accustomed to. So you got to look at your relationship the same way, whether it be a male or female. Mm-hmm. How you got them is how you keep them. Right. Now, mind you, I know life comes into play, especially if kids get involved, and sometimes you can't do the stuff that you used to, like have date night every Friday or just get up and go on a trip because now you have children. But you have to make the time for it. Be like, hey baby, every Friday night let's do date night. Let's see if my mom or your mom can get the kids, and one Friday a month, that's us, that's our night.
You know, that's the thing when you marry somebody, you know, y'all gotta compromise.
Mm-hmm.
And there's going to be situations that come involved, like she said, children or whatever else. Y'all financially might not be able to just do it like that.
And that's another thing. So, finances play a part in people breaking up. That's like, for instance, I'm going to use this.
Yeah, you just start getting an attitude all of a sudden. Damn, baby. Damn, light bill went up $100. What the hell? You need to turn the goddamn TV off at night. Now, you know, all kind of stuff going on. Start pointing the finger at each other. Yeah.
That shit. But, you know, like, for instance, I'm going to use us females because females, you know, let's be honest, we're some of the most conniving, manipulating, secretive species on Earth.
Mm.
And there are a lot of females out there, when you got it, the moolah, the dinero, they are there for you. But the minute it runs up, they're going to the next bank account.
Mm.
So in that instance, that lets you know that they really aren't for you either. So when you at the top and then you go to the bottom, that will show you just how true your relationship with your spouse is. Because I have an example. My ex, when him and I was together, at that time I had my own townhouse, and you know, we're in South Carolina, people who listen from other places. So I was living in Marvin, South Carolina, which is kind of a, what would you call it, like an uppity part, maybe, of Greenville, whatever. And I was working 2 jobs at that time. So, you know, I had the cash flow just rolling in, you know what I'm talking about?
Right.
He was only happy with me if I was spending money on him.
Wow.
The minute I would say, no, I'm not going to spend any money on you because I don't want to, oh, he would get upset. I mean, one day I went shopping for my kids, and he called me, and I was at the mall, and he was like, oh, you ain't give me nothing? And then there was you know, everyone goes through their hardships and whatnot, and there was, you know, I had to quit my second job, and so my money wasn't flowing in like that, and I started to kind of see a different side of him. So I was like, oh, okay, so you like me when I have money and I can do stuff for you.
Mm.
But now that I've had to quit my second job and my money's not rolling in like it used to be, you